Jesus washed, when Jesus washed. Oh, when Jesus washed, when Jesus washed, he washed my sins away. Oh, happy day, oh, happy day, oh, do 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 do. Okay. Oh, well, okay. salty tonight. Getting sarcastic yawns. I'm getting that notice again telling me that YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. So if you're having problems viewing, if you're here, I know there's a couple of you here. If you're here and you're having problems, let me know. But then it doesn't tell me how to fix it, and the widget that opens it just reminds me that I've had these warnings before, which isn't particularly helpful. So I don't really know what to do about this. There we go. Sorry if you're experiencing problems. I don't know. I'm not doing very well with technology this week, or not with YouTube anyway. I kind of thought I'd got the measure of it, but obviously I haven't. I'm having several problems with YouTube this week. And now I'm sitting in an empty room talking to myself, so having problems of a different nature. Not talking to myself. There are possibly up to 5 people watching, some of whom perhaps deliberately. Make an urgent call before now. Okay, Kevin. Well, thank you. Good to have you with us. I guess you'll if you could leave the room with the minimum of fuss when you have time to take your call, that would be terrific. Not sure we all need to see you. Just make sure we all know that you're leaving. You know, make a big announcement on the chat. Karen also going to be late. That's fine. Delegated. Karen says was on course all day, so delegated dinner making to kids. Big mistake. Is it beans on toast, Karen? Overcooked, overbaked beans and slightly charred toast. As I said, earlier. Well, I don't know what the point of you telling me that you're having problems or not having problems is. Like I say, it's not telling me what I can do to fix it. So, YouTube is not receiving. It just says YouTube. I'll Google it at some point. I might paste that. See if I can fix. See what it says. Oh, okay. Well, first it says don't worry about it, just ignore it. I mean, which is what I'm doing, really. Thank you, Trish. Glad you can hear me. Hello, Nicola. Yeah, see, if you don't say hello in the live chat, I don't know that you're here. Though, as with all the rehearsals, I expect a flood of people to arrive approximately 10 minutes late. Salty. I know. Great, that's helpful. Oh, okay. First reply thinks it's a network issue, but there's not a lot. There's nothing I can do about it being a network issue. I understand that the link below the video, I've put a link to the video that we're going to watch at the end. The premiering isn't quite working because I uploaded the video and said it's premiere at 9 and accidentally said it's premiere at 9 a.m. So if you've already seen it, you may have got a jump start, and everyone else, if you're particularly eagle-eyed. A friend of mine, I found out because a friend of mine who's a subscriber texted me and said, love the video, and I was like, oh, you weren't meant to see it yet. But so I've put a link to the video's page, having made it private again, and now it's no longer showing that it's going to premiere. So I'll just make the video public, I guess, at the end. The disadvantage of you all being early is that I'm going to have to say that again once we get going and everyone's here. Sorry about that. Yeah, no. Oh, can I add a delay? I really don't think I need to add a delay. a slight delay already. See if we can we get to double figures by 7:30. It's almost like people have better things to be doing with their lives. I'll finish my water before we actually get started, aren't I? I am going to go top it up now. Back in a moment. I promise I'm coming back. Hiya, Helen. Welcome to the rehearsal. Nice to have you. Hiya, Declan. Good to see you. Again, I'm replying to your messages slightly late because I'm getting them slightly late. That's why. Oh, and I'm getting people on the chat. Sorry, Angie. We won't have Angie. Thank you, Mary. That's useful to know. Mary says it sounds okay. Angie won't be with us. Well, have a good evening, Angie. I hope you're having a good evening and not a bad evening, and that's why you're not with us. Have I begged off one or two things? It's just like I just don't want to. Just want to spend an evening nursing myself, really. As this keeps going. Is there any way I can move this? There we go. Okay, good. 10 people. There we go. Double figures before 7:30. One of them's gone again. Gotta wonder how many people find this accidentally and tune in like, no, I don't. If you're tuning in and wondering why I now host a chat show, I don't host a chat show. It's going to be a choir rehearsal in a minute. I'm just waiting for more people to arrive. Can't remember what we've waited for in the past. We normally get about 30 or so, don't we? Can't remember what we had for the last one. I'm disappointed that the first rehearsal now has had like nearly 200 views. The second rehearsal has only had 60. I think a lot of certain element of curiosity. That first rehearsal of like, okay, what's he actually doing here? A friend of mine, apologies if I said this before, a friend of mine who's not musical at all, he's not unmusical, he doesn't make any music, watched part of the first rehearsal and described it as Dora the Explorer in a choir. I haven't seen Dora the Explorer, but apparently she like asks people to notice things or answer questions and then just assumes they've got it right. And that well, what else am I going to do? I could assume you've got it wrong and just yell at you all the time. All right, Susan, good to see you. Susan put the worm down. Hello, Jackie. Jackie's having trouble with the sound. Is anyone else having trouble with the sound? Maybe let us know if you're having trouble with the sound. Maybe Jackie knows it's a problem at her end. I don't know. Yes, the problem with the sound is that your dog won't stop barking, Jackie. There's not a lot I can do about that. Losing viewers. This is bad news. Concurrent viewers gone down to 7. Wow, you are a long way behind me. I'm only just leaving for a cup of tea. I got back from a cup of tea like 3 minutes ago. Okay, so you're 2 or 3 minutes behind me. I need to bear that in mind because, well, mind you, it's not premiering correctly anyway. Yeah, I'm very annoyed about the premiere of the video not working out. I was really excited. I thought I was being really slick, setting it all up. You know, we'll do this, then we'll end the rehearsal, go watch the video together, and it's just not quite working out. Sound also an issue for Susan. Okay. Not again. Buffering a lot. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I don't know what to do about this. We have been having internet problems today, and it might be just that, like that the router's been slow. it's a wireless router as well. Yeah, okay. Sorry, it's, as you know, if you were here earlier, I think the problem is with my router rather than with anything else. So let me just double check. Okay, Heidi can hear me. Okay, Jackie can hear. Excellent. Okay, well that's good. It's a miracle. Susanna won't be joining us. Yeah, that's okay, Susanna. Don't worry. I mean, it is. Sorry, 1 second. Having buffering issues apparently. It is an advantage of this that actually it's really nice. I feel it's really nice that we get a chance to all come together and to meet up at a time in a place and kind of still have a quiet rehearsal, however strange it is. Paul has no sound, but other people do. I think that might be a problem at your end then, Paul. Perhaps, I don't know. But the advantage is that if you miss the rehearsal, you can always catch it up later. Yeah, there I'm getting a buffering thing again. Sorry, I don't know that there's anything I can do about this. The buffering issue. I think we'll just have to grin and bear it. But it should be, I don't know if it's recording. The version of the rehearsal that goes online later is not a. I have a chance to play with it slightly, and I don't know if my program if YouTube is recording it or just relaying it as it went out. Because from my end, I'm talking to my computer is receiving this through a piece of streaming software, which it is then relaying to YouTube. And the buffering issue is happening when it's going from YouTube on my computer to YouTube on the internet, which then sends it to your computers, I'm assuming. So I don't know if YouTube the rehearsal that goes up after today will be the rehearsal as YouTube received it on my laptop or as YouTube received it on the internet. No idea. Paul, do you have sound yet? Let us know if you get your sound back. We're up to 15 viewers. I would like to hit 20 before we start. Oh, down to 13. This is not. Let's see how Paul is getting on. Some of you can definitely hear me. So yeah, there's the buffering thing again. I'm really sorry. This might just be like this all rehearsal. You might have to ask me to. Part of the thing about the live chat, you can ask me to do bits again that got missed. I guess, though, with the delay on me getting your messages. Obviously, I won't know that that's happened for a bit, but we'll see. Yeah. There's last time somebody has liked this rehearsal already. If this is the bit of the rehearsal that you enjoy, then you might be on the wrong YouTube channel. Just witter away to myself while it gets. I got 14 at 1935. What? Oh, 14 viewers at 25 to 8. Right, I see. Sorry, you got 14 at 1935. So that sounds like spy code, Kevin. Paul, let us know if you get sound, or if you still don't, I guess. Yeah, other people still hearing me, I think. Okay. Give it a few more minutes. In fairness, our real rehearsals don't normally start until about 22. I got the church choir that I run down here in Enniscorthy is brand new. I started it when I arrived at the request of the church, and we rehearse on Sunday mornings before the service. And we're a union of 5 parishes, so there's always a 9 o'clock service which I play for, and then there's a 10:15 service which I don't, but the vicar goes to, and I then come to the church which hosts the 11:30 service, and we have an hour's choir rehearsal from 10:30. So it's a tight morning, but it usually works. And I had a bit of a go at them a couple of months in, because we weren't starting until about 1:45, and we start at 10:30. The service starts at 11:30, so really we only get 45 minutes of rehearsal. If we miss the first 15 minutes of that, we only get half an hour of rehearsal, which isn't very much at all. So I had a go at them for not being on time. I wasn't rude, I don't think. Just sort of said, look, please, we need to start on time because we don't have a lot of time. And of course, the following week, the vicar wanted to talk to me about the service plan for the coming up weeks. So I was late to the rehearsal. They were all standing, and of course, the church is also locked. I come with the key and open it up, and they're all standing at the door, tapping their watches, being like, yeah, well, start on time, please. We want to start on time. We're all here. Where are you? And I'd been having a cup of coffee with the vicar, talking about, sort of looking at and I was aware I was going to be late, but not a lot you can do about that. Mary, of course, you can hear me. Thank you. That's good, Mary. Yeah, still no word from Paul on whether he has sound. He can't hear me asking if he has sound. Maybe he can't hear me. Let me see. Paul, do you have sound yet? Question mark. Sound yet? There we go. Let's find out if Paul has sound. No, I'm now losing viewers. Yeah, we're still not all here, but I might get going and see how we get on. Maybe Paul's gone, given up and gone away. Oh, more. Yes, good. Yeah. Oh, Susan. Nothing like that happens inside the pale. Very rude. Better with headphones. Yeah, sure. Good, and Jackie sorted. Good, Sorka can see and hear me loud and clear. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, Susan, I mean, sure, it might not happen within Dublin, but it's not our fault you guys are hogging all the internet. Hello, Rebecca. Welcome. Good to have you. Right. I'm amazed you're all still in Dublin and not all in your second homes down here in Wexford or on the beaches of Wicklow or. Oh, good. Paul's got sound. Great. Karen's hearing everything. Good news. I'm typing the response to Paul. He can hear me now. So I don't need to type to him anymore. Well, good, Paul. I'm glad you can hear. That's great. Yeah. Okay, I think we're just going to have to grin and bear the buffering issue. I'm sorry about that. Like I said, the research I've done suggests it's a problem with my internet connection, and I can't improve that. As I said, we had a problem. So this morning we woke up and there wasn't any. It's not a hard line to the house either. It's a wireless router. Like it's receiving a mobile wireless signal. So it is a little bit vulnerable to outages, but. Sorry, we'll just have to kind of grin and bear it as best we can. Yeah, and like I say, do use the live chat. You can always ask me questions. Popping into quietness every 15 seconds or so for me. Yeah, no, I'm just doing that to mess with you. Not actually a problem, it's just that I'm fading in and out. Right, yeah, so I'm sorry about the technical issues. I hope you can forbear with them. I hope it's not too much. Sure, it's a problem my end, but sorry, Karen has an Ethernet connection. It is a problem my end, but there's nothing I can do about it. So it is what it is, I'm afraid. Like I said, unless you're saying that you having an Ethernet connection negates my wireless connection, which I don't think is what you're saying. Okay. Popping into quietness. So it is a persistent audio issue. My microphone is on. Yeah, sorry, I don't know. I can turn the volume up, but that won't help with the sound coming in and out. Yeah, sorry. I think we just have to kind of grin and bear it, I'm afraid. Do our best. It's particularly annoying that it's the audio. If it were the video, it wouldn't be so much of an issue. Could probably save bandwidth by turning the video off. So if it is completely unbearable, we can always do that. I can turn the video off and we can have a rehearsal in the dark. Good. Okay, Paul. Well, that's between you and your internet provider, I think. Okay, let's get the rehearsal rolling. Got a few people here. Not so many, but we'll chalk that up to Easter. Welcome back. It's nice to. Oops, treading on things. It's nice to be back after Easter. I hope you had a good Easter break. I had as those of you who subscribe to my channel have seen, I've become a video editor. I spent all of Easter uploading videos to YouTube, video church services to YouTube. Which was fun, and I can now do video editing, as we will discover at the end of the rehearsal. We're going to do our rehearsal as normal. We're going to do a lot of note bashing on Wherever You Are, which we looked at 3 weeks ago for the first time. So we'll be revisiting Wherever You Are, and then we'll have a sing through of The Lion King to get us in the mood for our grand YouTube debut. There is a link below the video to another page, but that link isn't working at the moment. I'll activate it as soon as we're done with the rehearsal. There's a bit of I messed up on YouTube, basically. That was my issue. That was my fault. Yeah, and we've then got the Zoom chat scheduled for after the rehearsal, which you've all got the details for in the email you got from Jackie. So let's do some actual singing. I need this up and this, and I need this. Sorry, just rearranging the windows on my screen. Good. Okay, so make sure we're standing well. My feet are about shoulder width apart in my bunny slippers. Not bunny slippers. I don't own bunny slippers. I don't know why you all think I own bunny slippers. My arms are loose at my sides, and I'm keeping myself nice and loose in the knees, loose in the hips, as we did this last time. Shaking out my feet, shaking out my arms, just getting nice and loose and limber, rolling my shoulders around a little bit. It is nice having the space. It means you don't have to worry about hitting the person next to you when you kind of jiggle your arms around. And I might roll my head, put it on my left shoulder, your right shoulder perhaps, roll it forward, around to the other shoulder, and then back again. So my chin's on my chest, I'm looking at the floor and my slippers, not my bunny slippers, and then roll it back, blind myself in my ceiling light to the shoulder, and then back again, all the way back. And this time all the way around, starting looking forward and down to the other shoulder, all the way back, back to where we started. Take a moment and then bring your head upright. Much happier for you all to pass out in the comfort of your own homes than in a choir rehearsal where we may or may not be insured for this kind of injury. Okay, so we're standing well. Remember, the highest point you want to be the crown of your head, not your forehead, the crown of your head. Imagine you've got a sort of thread coming from the crown and you're being suspended by that. That's what you want. If you want to kind of stretch up on tiptoes and make your head as high as it can be, and then just come back down, crown of your head is the highest point. And you sort of sing out through your forehead rather than tipping your head back. Pulls your throat in bad ways. Okay, so using the diaphragm, take a nice deep breath in through the nose and relax. Just put your hands on your rib cage here, and lower rib cage at the sides, and just make sure as you're breathing in, breathe in through your hands. You should feel your rib cage expand. So breathe in and relax. Put your hands on your tummy, and again you breathe in using your diaphragm, which is just here, and you should feel your tummy expand as you do so. So breathe in and relax. You can see my shoulders moving a little bit, but they're only rising gently. I'm not breathing like that. My shoulders just rise because there's more air below them. Okay, now give yourself cross your arms on your chest like this.
And this time you're going to breathe into your chest so that your arms go up. Your elbows should rise as you breathe in. So here we go, through the nose again. Breathe in. And relax. Okay, arms back by our sides. Okay. Just some a humming exercise we haven't done before. Find a note that's comfortable. I'm going to pick this one. Let me just demonstrate first. So, find the note that's comfortable on a hum. Remember, just rest your lips together. Don't push them, don't squeeze them together. Just let should feel them tingling. And then just slide down as low as you can and come back up to that safe, comfortable note. So you go. Okay, just in your own time. Here we go. And comfortable note. Hold it, keep holding it, and down, and then back up to the comfortable note. Okay, just gently, just slide all the way through. You might feel a few moments where your voice kind of cracks or like feels like it's popping. Just iron out those kinks. Same again, find your comfortable note. Here we go, and again. Okay, good. Probably. And now, again, as I said earlier, I can assume you're all doing it really badly if you'd like, and just get really cross all the way through the rehearsal. Okay, and the same again, starting on that comfortable note, but this time we're going up, sliding up and down. Don't push the edge of your range. Don't go beyond the point where it's comfortable. Just go up and then come back down. So, okay, like that. Don't push the top range. We're just getting the middle of our range nicely warmed up. All together. Here we go. And again. One more time. And off. Okay. And this time we're going to start in the middle, go down to the bottom, and then all the way up to the top, and then back to the middle. Okay, here we go. Find your comfortable note. And off. Good. You don't have to do that. Sometimes during warm-ups people do the hand movements with me. Normally I'm just doing them to show you what you're meant to be doing. You don't have to kind of also traffic warden at the same time as me. Okay, good. That's fine. Nose knee flat. Let's start. No, let's start here. Ma, 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 ma. More familiar territory here. Okay. 3, 4. Ma, 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 ma. Starting here and ma, 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 ma. Starting here and ma, 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 ma. Starting here and ma, 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 ma. Okay, we're going to switch. As I said last week and the week, 3 weeks ago, don't be afraid of just singing loudly. This is where we are, so just really go for it, like you did in the videos. So we go, ya, and give a really good ya, really hit that push from the diaphragm. Ya, here we go, together, 3, and ya, starting here, and ya, starting here, and ya. Drop out when it gets too high, but we're going to start here, and ya, starting here, and ya. Have we got one more for the sopranos? 3, and ya. Okay, that if you manage that, that's a top A, right up there. Let's go back down. Something for the altos and the basses. Sing, 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 together. 3, and Singer, 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 singer. I'm forgetting my sol fa. Here we go. Starting here this time. Here. 3, 4. Singer, 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 singer. Starting here and 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 singer, 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 singer. Have we got one more? 3 and singer, 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 singer. Okay, anyone? Oh, that was a D. Was anyone down there with me? Probably. I hope at least one of you was. I know some of the female tenors can definitely get down to a D. Good. Okay. When we sing, we use the tip of the tongue, the lips, and the teeth. The tip of the tongue, the lips, and the teeth. Do you remember this warm-up exercise? We have done this before in rehearsals. It goes like this. The tip of the tongue, the lips, and the teeth. The tip of the tongue, the lips, and the teeth. The tip of the tongue, the lips, and the teeth. The tip of the tongue, the lips, and the teeth. The tip of the tongue, the lips, and the teeth. Familiar to some of us? The tip of the tongue, the lips, and the teeth. Not as someone I know used to do it. The tip of the tongue, the lips of the teeth. There are no lips on you. If there are lips on your teeth, then you need to apply your lipstick more carefully. Here we go. The tip. Try it with me. 3, 4. The tip of the tongue, the lips and the teeth. The tip of the tongue, the lips and the teeth. The tip of the tongue, the lips and the teeth. The tip of the tongue, the lips and the teeth. The tip of the tongue, the lips and the teeth. One more time at this pitch, and then we'll go slightly higher and possibly even faster. Here we go. 3. And the tip of the tongue, the lips and the teeth. The tip of the tongue, the lips and the teeth. The tip of the tongue, the lips and the teeth. The tip of the tongue, the lips and the teeth. The tip of the tongue, the lips and the teeth. Let's go faster. The tip of the tongue, the lips and the teeth. The tip of the tongue, lips and the teeth. The tip of the tongue, the lips and the teeth. The tip of the tongue, the lips and the teeth. The tip of the tongue, the lips and the teeth. Even faster. The tip of the tongue, the lips and the teeth. The tip of the tongue, the teeth. The tip of the tongue, the lips and the teeth. The tip of the tongue, the lips and the teeth. The tip of the tongue, the lips and the teeth. Even faster. The tip of the tongue, the lips and the teeth. The tip of the tongue, the lips and the teeth. The tip of the tongue, the lips and the teeth. The tip of the tongue, the lips and the teeth. The tip of the tongue, the lips and the teeth. Okay, right. What was that? That was G. Good. Okay, thank you very much. I enjoyed that. I hope you did as well. Right, let me just turn the screen around so you can see me at the piano. If you don't like the screen moving, now's your chance to look away. Let's knock the microphone off while I do this. Would be a good thing. There we go. Okay. That's a little better. Okay. Right. Good. No, you have it spotting. Can't be helped. No. Thank you, Karen. Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm just trying to move this out of the way. Good. Okay. Right. So again, the plan for the rehearsal today is we'll do a load of work on a load of note bashing on Wherever You Are by Kodaline, and then we'll have a little bit of a sing through of The Lion Sleeps Tonight, just to get us in the mood for our exciting video premiere. I'm really excited for you all to see this, the video, so I'm really looking forward to that. A few of you have messaged the we are abiding citizens. Thank you, Karen, for being an abiding citizen. I think you mean law-abiding, but I don't know. I didn't mean to imply that you weren't. Okay, right. So let's, and then yes. So after the video premiere, we've got the Zoom chat, which you've got the details for in the email. I think it's Jackie who runs the email account, but something happened the other day which implied to me that it wasn't. So I apologise if I've been crediting Jackie with someone else's work. Jackie just works so hard around here that I just assume she does everything. Okay, so we'll start with Wherever You Are, and I'd like to start on page 4. We looked at the first few pages. We looked at the first half really of this last time.
and I'd like to kind of get to the end so we have looked at all of it. I appreciate we have by no means kind of learnt and got comfortable with the bit that we have looked at once, but so we will revisit that, of course, in future rehearsals. But I just want us to keep going to the end. So let's start with the sopranos. So the sopranos have the melody here, but they have the same rhythm as everyone else. So it's the last note of page 3, really, the 4. Forget. If I were you, though, I'd start on page 4 and just remember that the previous word is 4. If you wanted to, you could write 4 with the note in immediately beforehand, but I don't think you need to do that. Certainly not right now. Okay, so the soprano part goes like this. Forget the violence, forget the world. I see you smile and I'm lost for words. We get carried away in emotion. We get lost in each other's eyes. 1, 2, 3. And we forget what we regret as we cast our fears aside. Okay, just a couple of things. CTK Choir Frankfurt. Oh, good grief. Okay. We appear to have gone international. We've been joined by somebody from Germany. Herzlich willkommen, Herr Rudock. Rudock? Do I have the right pronunciation? Mr. Rudock? Geigenbaumeister Rudock. Okay, a couple of things for the sopranos in that bit. Well, for everybody, really. A lot of the phrases end quite short, quite abruptly. So, for example, at the bottom of page 5, we get lost in each other's eyes. Off. It's really immediately off. We get lost in each other's eyes. Like that. And that's true for the top of page 4. Get the violence. Off. And basically all the way through. They're very short phrases. We have, at the bottom of page 4, we have a crescendo. I see you smile, and at the top of page 5, we have a diminuendo. Lost for words. Okay, so growing through the word see, smile is really the focal point of that phrase, and then come away again at lost. Don't come too far down, but make sure we come back down. Did we say that we weren't going to breathe after the word smile at the bottom of page 4? I know there's a comma, but it's quite nice. Smile. No, let's take a breath there. It's a little bit. It's a bit confusing, and I want a good strong crescendo. Don't want you all saving your breath. Okay, so sopranos from the top of page 4. Sing it with me, or have another listen if you're not sure yet. From the top of page 4, after 4. Breathe, 2, 3, 4. Forget the violence. Forget the world. Off. 3, 4. I see, grow, you smile, and I'm lost for words. Off. We get carried away in emotion. Off. We get lost in each other's eyes. Off. 2, 3. And we forget what we regret as we cast our fears aside. Off. Okay. Let's do that one more time. From the top of page 4. Here we go, sopranos. 1, 2, 3, 4. Forget the violence. Off. 3, 4. Forget the world. Off. 3, 4. I see you smile, and I'm lost for words. Off. We get carried away in emotion. Off. We get lost in each other's eyes. Off. 2, 3. And we forget what we regret as we cast our fears aside. Off. Okay. Hope you're happy with that. We're going to move on to the alto part. Same place, so top of page 4. Altos and tenors, all of the things that I said for the sopranos about the length of the phrases, the crescendo and the diminuendo, and so on, all applies to you as well. And in fact, the melody is the same until the word smile, where it changes for the altos. So altos, I'm going from the last note of page 3. Forget. Okay, here we are, altos. So 1. So again, immediately after 4. Let's have a listen to it first. It goes like this. Forget the violence. 2, 3, 4. Forget the world. 2, 3, 4. I see
Okay? Really go for those. I know they're high. And we forget. It's high for altos, I know. Don't, as I say to the sopranos when we go high, don't tip up for it. Stay. You might still be standing up. I don't know. And indeed, whenever you're doing your part, it might be helpful to stay standing if you don't mind standing up and sitting down a lot. So really, altos, get over the top of these high notes at the top of page 6. And we forget what we regret. Okay? Don't shy away from them. Support them from the diaphragm and they'll come out very nicely. Okay, altos again from the top of page 4. I'll sing it. Have a listen or sing along if you think you've got it. Here we go, altos. 3, 4. Forget the violence off. 3, 4. Forget the world off. 3, 4. I see you smile and I'm lost for words. 2, 3. We get carried away in emotion. 2, 3. We get lost in each other's eyes. 1, 2, 3. And we forget what we regret as we cast our fears aside. Off. Okay. Let's do that one more time, altos. Forget. Here we go. I'm going to play the soprano part in the piano as well. I'm going to sing the alto part, but sopranos, if you want to sing along, your part will be on top of the piano. Here we go. After 4, breathe now. 2, 3, 4. Forget the violence. 2, 3, 4. Forget the world. Off. 3, 4. I see you smile and I'm lost for words. Off. We get carried away in emotion. 2, 3. We get lost in each other's eyes. 1, 2, 3. And we forget what we regret as we cast our fears aside. Okay? Sopranos and tenors, the one point where you don't want to cut a note too short is on page 6, the second line, bar 49. Make sure you hold that note. As we cast our fears aside. Off. It's 2 beats on the word side, 2 full beats for the sopranos and tenors, and the altos have a note change. As we cast our fears aside. Which is why it's important that you don't skimp on it. Because otherwise you'll leave them high and dry. Okay, let's try that one more time. Just the altos from the top of page 4. Mary De Courcy has just typed, is it still buffering? I'm just going to plough ahead. If it becomes completely unbearable, let me know. Okay, altos, top of page 4, or last note of page 3. Forget. Here we go. After 4, breathe. 2, 3, 4. Forget the violence. 2, 3, 4. Forget the world. Off. 3, 4. I see you smile and I'm lost for words. Off. We get carried away in emotion. Off. We get lost in each other's eyes. Off. 2, 3. And we forget what we regret as we cast our fears aside. Off. Okay. Right. Let's try sopranos and altos. I'll just play both of your parts at the same time. Sopranos and altos from the last note of page 3, and then we'll have a look at the tenor part. Here we go. So after 4, breathe. 2, 3, 4. Forget. Off. 3, 4. 2, 3. Off. 3, 4. 2, 3. Off. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hold it. Off. Okay. So that's how that last little phrase pans out. Okay, let's have a look at the tenor line in the same place. I'm assuming that many of you can still understand what's going on. I'm just getting, obviously the only messages I'm getting are oh, I see, yes, okay. I'm assuming most of you are still getting what's happening and it's not just frozen permanently, he says optimistically. So maybe just give me a wave if it is working, that'd be helpful. So I don't just get the negative feedback, I get to see some of you are still receiving the rehearsal. Okay, so tenors, from the last note of page 3, top of page 4, goes like this. I'll sing it through. It goes like this. Forget the violence off. Forget the world off. I see you smile and I'm lost for words off. We get carried away in emotion. 2, 3. We get lost in each other's eyes. Off. 2, 3. And we forget what we regret as we cast our fears aside. Okay, there's that long E's again, tenors, that you've got. And make sure that last note is held on. As we cast our fears aside. As I've said before, make sure that when you've got a repeated note, you always think of it rising, of it getting gradually higher. As we cast our fears aside. Off. Rather than, as we cast our fears aside. Because if you just try and keep it where it is, it'll just sink. So that kind of rising feeling. And tenors, again, at the bottom of page 4, that crescendo, use that as a launch pad to get you on up to the E. I see you smile. Don't, you really need that crescendo because it gives you a good push, especially for the male tenors. Because I know that's quite, E is really kind of the top of where we go up to in this choir. Okay, so here that is again, the tenor part from the top of page 4. 2, 3, 4. Forget the violence off. Forget the world off. I see you smile and I'm lost for words. 2. We get carried away in emotion. We get lost in each other's eyes. Off. 2, 3. And we forget what we regret as we cast our fears aside. Off. Okay, there we go. Okay, Declan has lost all sound and vision. It's buffering a bit for Anne Brown. Okay, I hope this is still going. I'm just going to text out to the group if any of you are still getting this, and if you could just yes. Are any of you still getting enough of the video to work with? Question mark. Yeah, let's see. Okay, let's just run. I'm going to run the tenor line again while I wait for the answers to come in for that. Again, remember there's a delay between what I'm saying and what you're seeing, and I don't know how live the live chat is for where I'm at, but okay, so tenors again, top of page 4. 3, 4. Forget the violence off. 3, 4. Forget the world off. 3, 4. I see you smile and I'm lost for words off. We get carried away in emotion off. We get lost in each other's eyes. Off. 2, 3. And we forget what we regret as we cast our fears aside. Off. Okay, that is a high line for the tenors, I know. Okay, let's try that with all 3 parts. I'm going to play all 3. Oh, answers have come in. Buffering a bit but workable. Declan's getting nothing. Paul thinks the buffering has left him somewhat time delayed. Sure. Okay. Again, if anyone has suggestions for solutions, I'd be happy to hear them. If it's still workable for some of you, then we'll keep going. Yeah, sorry. There's nothing. I don't think there's anything to be done, but if any of you know better, then do let me know. Okay, so I'm going again from the top of page 4. Let's try with all 3 parts. I'm not going to sing a part, I'm just going to play all 3 parts and shout off at you at the end of all the phrases. Okay, here we go. So all together, breathing well, and oh, Declan's back. Welcome back, Declan. Here we go. After 4, breathe, 2, 3, 4. Off, 3, 4. Off, 3, 4. Crescendo. should have been. Otherwise, karma will catch up with you, or someone will punish you, or something. Sinead's more out than in. Okay. Okay. Thanks, Sinead. I'm just gonna keep going, and we'll see how it goes. Sinead has just said on the chat that she's gonna watch the video back tomorrow. If that's easier this time because of the buffering issue, then that's fine. Yeah. Sorry again. It's the whole situation, really, isn't it? There's nothing any of us can do about any of it, really. Okay, let's have that one more time. From the top of page 4, all 3 parts, with me shouting off at you occasionally. Here we go. If there's any particular bits you want running over again, maybe say so, but I'd like to kind of get through as much of this as we can, and we're losing a lot of the rehearsal, obviously, talking about the buffering issue. Okay. Here we go. So all 3 parts from the top of page 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. Off. 3, 4. 2, 3. Off. 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 2, 3. Off. Hold it, off. Okay, very nice. Let's go on. Let's start with the tenors this time, because the tenors take over the melody here. I mean, everybody has the melody for a bit, but the tenors have it for the longest. So I'm at the bottom of page 6, when the world's getting hard, with the tenors. So we've just sung, as we cast our fears aside, off. When the world's getting hard, I will go to wherever you are. 2, 3, running blind in the dark. I will go to wherever you are, wherever you are. That's where I'll be. Off. Wherever you are, that's where I'll be. Okay? Tenors on page 8, you've got those breaths after the word are. Wherever you are, that's... nobody else has those. You get them so that you can tank up and kind of really sing out, because you get the melody and the others are just kind of take a step back at that point in the texture. So tenors do take those crotchet breaths on page 8. Wherever you are, breath, that's where I'll... It's the same both times. Okay, here that is again, tenors. So I'm going from the top of page 6, as we cast our fears, from there. Okay, have a listen if you're not sure, sing it with me if you are. Here we go, after 3, 2, 3. As we cast our fears aside, off. When the world's getting hard, I will go to wherever you are, off. Running blind in the dark, I will go to wherever you are, wherever you are, breath, that's where I'll be. Off. Wherever you are, breath, that's where I'll be. Off. Okay, let's try that together. From the same place. As we cast our fears, from there, tenors, top of page 6. Nice deep breath. Breathe. 2, 3. As we cast our fears aside, off. When the world's getting hard, I will go to wherever you are, off. Running blind in the dark, I will go to wherever you are, wherever you are, breath, that's where I'll be. Off. Wherever you are, and that's where I'll be. Off. Okay, so there we are. That's the tenor line. Let's have a look at the alto line. It's the same for the bottom of page 6 and the top of page 7 as it was. Oh, we're finding the Zoom invite. Good. Zoom meeting not for another hour. If you're looking for the Zoom invite, if you're already fed up with the rehearsal, then you can go make yourself a cup of tea, glass of wine, gin and tonic, Manhattan cocktail. Okay, altos. So you're the same at the bottom of page 6, top of page 7 as the tenors. You've got your optional lower notes in case you don't want to go up to those top Ds. When the world's getting hard, I will go to wherever you are. Running blind in the dark, I will go to wherever you are. Here's different. Wherever you are. Off. Wherever you are. Off. Okay, so page 8 is very different. And I said this last time, there's no place for you to take a breath from that wherever you are. So both sopranos and altos as well. If you need a breath during those phrases, grab one when your neighbour isn't. I know we don't have any singing neighbours at this point, but when we're back as a choir, just pick a spot in the middle somewhere and take your breath there. There are kind of professional choirs which assign individual breathing spots. We are not going to quite do that, but when we're back together we can work out to make sure that we're not all breathing at the same time. Altos, try that with me from, let's go from the middle of the top line of page 6, the middle. As we cast our fears aside. From there. Okay, here we go. Altos. 1, 2, 3. As we cast our fears aside. Off. When the world's getting hard, I will go to wherever you are. Off. Running blind in the dark, I will go to wherever you are. Wherever you are. Off. Wherever you are. Okay. Hope that makes sense. Yep, slow but okay. Well, that's me in a nutshell, Trish. Thank you for that. Put that on my CV. Nick Myers, slow but okay. I know you're talking about the stream. It's fine. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. It's helpful. Okay. One more time. Altos. I'm always on page 7. I'm always singing the lower notes. If you want to be singing the higher notes, I will go to wherever you are. That's just the tune that everyone else has as well. So, okay. Altos with me. Top line of page 6 in the middle. As we cast our fears aside. From there. Here we go. Breathe. 2, 3. As we cast our fears aside. 2, 3. When the world's getting hard, I will go to wherever you are. Running blind in the dark, I will go to wherever you are. Wherever you are. Off. Wherever you Okay, good, thank you. Let's just try altos and tenors together. I'm going to play both parts and I'm going to sing the tenor part. I explained last week it's harder to hear the lower of the 2 parts that I'm playing on the piano, which is why I'm singing the tenor part rather than the alto part. I'm gesticulating wildly today. I don't know what's wrong with me, but there we go. Okay, so tenors and altos from the top line of page 6, the middle of the top line. As we cast our fears for the alto, as we cast our fears aside for the tenor. Here we go. As we, after 3, altos and tenors, breathe, 2, 3. As we cast our fears aside, 2, 3. When the world's getting hard, I will go to wherever you are. Off. Running blind in the dark, I will go to wherever you are. Wherever you are, that's where I'll be. Off. Wherever you are. Off. That's where I'll be. Off. Okay, so that's the altos and the tenors. Soprano, your part is very similar, but it ends with a long top E that you just, again, breathe when your name isn't. So, sopranos, page 6, top line, the middle, as we cast. As we goes like this. As we cast our fears aside, off. When the world's getting hard, I will go to wherever you are, off. Running blind in the dark, I will go to wherever you are, wherever you are, off. Wherever you are, off. Okay, so it's just a long, toppy sopranos. It's 12 beats. This is for all three parts. A lot of the time, you'll hear me marking time underneath. So, for example, at the bottom of page 6, I'll play when the world. You're always in this piece. It's like I can see clearly now. You're really frequently ahead of the beat. You land on the beat before the piano does. So, for example, that little bit that we've just been rehearsing with the piano sounds like this. As we cast our fears aside, when the world's getting dark, I will go. You keep every time, that's really badly played, but every time you get to a bar line, you're ahead of the bar line. And so you're ahead of the beat. So I'm kind of playing in the beat just so that you get used to it. That's the idea. Okay, well, Kevin says it's doable, so thank you, Kevin. I'm glad it's doable. And if you're not finding it doable, well, Kevin's got news for you. It's doable. Kevin says it's doable. This is yes. Sorry, this is distracting. I will stop this on the moan. Delaying in YouTube far more than WhatsApp. Yes. Okay. You know what? I'm just okay. Go backwards to be in sync. Okay. Okay. We're just going to keep going. Thank you for your messages. I'm going to keep ignoring the messages now. Or ignore these messages. If you have questions about the music, about the rehearsal, put them in the live chat, which is, I guess, that way from where I am. Type down here in this box. And we'll just plow ahead. Okay, sopranos again, from the middle line, the top, the page 6, top line, the middle, as we cast. As we cast our fears, here we go, 1, 2, 3. As we cast our fears aside, 2, 3. When the world's getting hard, I will go to wherever you are, running blind in the dark. I will go to wherever you are, wherever you are. Off, wherever you are. Okay, it's a long high note sopranos. Stand up if you need to stand up. Support it from here. Think it going higher. Don't let it kind of yes, apologies, it sounds very strange when I sing it. There's that note in the tenor register has its own technical term because it's a difficult one, apparently. I was told by somebody who's a much more experienced singer than I am. As you know, I'm kind of a pianist before I'm a singer. But he told me I was handling my passaggio very well, and I asked him what on earth he was talking about. And he explained that this was a proper term, and it's the top E. And I'm not handling my passaggio very well today, so I apologise for that. Okay, let's have all three parts from the top of page 6, as we cast our fears aside. I'm going to play all three parts. I'm not going to sing any of them. So, sopranos, as we cast our fears. Tenors, altos. As we cast our fears. Tenors, as we cast our fears aside. There's the passaggio again. Here we go. After 3, everyone breathe. 2, 3. As we off. Just finding your way through. Actually, let's go from page 4. Let's go from the beginning of the bit that we've done today and run into that. If you have any questions or any issues about them, now might be a good point to put them in the live chat. The live chat. I can't. Yeah, there. Perspective. Weird. So that, and I can kind of run over them again in a minute before we move on to the next section, which is a bit different. Okay. So we're. In the meantime, we're going from the top of page 4. Or strictly speaking, the last note of page 3, which is 4 on an E. Forget. Okay. For everybody. And I'm going to play all 3 parts. I'm not going to sing any, so that you don't accuse me of playing favourites. Here we go. After 4. Breathe. 2, 3, 4. Off. 3, 4. Off. 3, 4. Come away. Off. 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 2, 3. Breathe. Off and. Good, I hope. Let me see. I haven't had any comments yet. I hope I'm not so laggy that I'm that far behind. Okay, let's go on. Have a look at page 9. We get this new section where basically you each get a phrase and you repeat it a lot. So it's the timing is tricky. The music is not. Tenors start at the very top of page 9, and their phrase goes like this. And that's it. And you sing that like 8 times. The more observant among you will have noticed that that last note arrives before the beat for the bar line. It's not even 8 times, it's just 4 times. Nice little short phrase. Sing that with me again, and you get a bar between each. So sing that with me again from the top of page 9. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Slight difference. We'll come to that in a minute. Altos, your musical phrase, which you sing for the first time at the bottom of page 9, is very tricky. Just have a listen to it so you can get a hang of it. It's that's where I'll be. Okay, let me just play you that again. Very complicated. That's where I'll be. Okay, one more time, just to really. That's where I'll be. There it is. And rather than being sarcastic about it, I should remember that over the page it's different. It's not the same phrase. So that'll teach me to be cocky. So at the top of page 10, it's slightly different. It goes like this. That's where I'll be. Okay. That's where I'll be. Okay, let's try that one more time. That's where I'll be. So chained together. They go, so the first one, at the bottom of page 9, you go, that's where I'll be. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. that's where I'll be. Okay, just like that. Let's try that with the tenors as well. I'm going to play in the tenor line and keep singing the alto. So from the top of page 9, tenor starts, 2, 3, 4. Off, tenors again. Altos, 3, 4, 1. That's where our tenors be. Here's the tenors. 2, 3, 4. Altos again. That's where our tenors. 2, 3, 4. Off. Okay. Are we clear how that's working? Let me try pointing at tenors. Sorry, tenors. Tenors, altos. Okay. There's a clear enough difference there, and I know you're all there, but altos you're over here for the purpose of this. Sopranos you'll be over here for the purposes of this, as it would be in a rehearsal. Sopranos, tenors, altos. So I'm going to point at the relevant part. It's a little weird, I know, but just so that you get the cues, it's a bit complicated. Okay, so here we go. Start with the tenors. 2, 3, 4. Sorry, I'm going again from the top of page 9, just the tenors and altos. Beg your pardon. Be as clear as I can. Here we go. Tenors. 3, 4. Off. Tenors again. 2, 3, 4. Altos. Tenors. 2, 3, 4. Altos. Tenors. 2, 3, 4. Off. Okay. Clear as day. Clear as mud. Clear as something. Anyway. Okay. Sopranos. Your phrase is almost identical to the tenors, except that it goes up at the end instead of down. Okay, and like the tenors, your last note is slightly ahead of the beat. Oh, sorry. Okay, and again, slightly higher note. It's only an E. It's not very high. Think of it getting higher as it goes on so it doesn't sag. Okay, let's just try that together, soprano. So from your first entrance is at the bottom of page 9. Goes like this. 3, 4. Off. 2 again. Off. Okay. So nice and simple there. Right. So you just come in. The tenors sing their thing twice, and then you sing your thing. You sing your thing with them the second 2 times they sing theirs. Okay. Let's try that all 4 parts. I'll try to cue sopranos, tenors, altos, as we would be in a rehearsal. Again, I know you're all there, but sopranos and altos, you can figure this out. That's why I put the tenors there. I didn't trust them to figure it out. Sorry, tenors. Right, okay, top of page 9. Start with the tenors. If there are any of you still there after I've been rude to you. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Off. Tenors again. 2. Altos. 1. Tenors and sopranos. 2, 3, 4. Altos. 2, 3, 4. Off. Okay, good. Yeah, it's musically very easy. It's complicated by the fact that I can't see you to cue you and point you in. It'll be easier when I'm doing that, nodding. You know how this all works. Okay, let's go on then with the tenors. You get the melody back at the bottom of page 10. It's slightly changed. Have a listen to it. I'm going to sing it through. Trish says, no offence, Nick. None taken. Okay, so tenors from the bottom of page 10 sounds like this. When the world's getting hard, I will go to wherever you are. Off, running blind in the dark, I will go to wherever It's the same except that the note after world goes up instead of down. When the world's getting dark. Okay? Or getting hard, excuse me. As always, the words you've got in front of you are correct. When the world's getting hard. Before it was, when the world's getting hard. This time it's, when the world's getting hard. Okay? Try that with me, tenors. Here we go. Bottom of page 10. Just the tenors. After 3. Breathe, 2, 3. When the world's getting hard, I will go to wherever you are, running blind in the dark. I will go to wherever you are, wherever you are. That's where I'll be. Off. Wherever you are, that's where I'll be. Off. Okay, good. The other difference between this time and last time is that last time we were fully loud. We were at double F, fortissimo. This time we're MP. You can see at the bottom of page 10, above the note when, there's MP, stands for mezzo piano, slightly soft, quite soft. So we've still got the melody, but we're winding down. Okay, one more time, just the tenors, bottom of page 10. After 3, breathe, 2, 3. When the world's getting hard, I will go to wherever you are, running blind in the dark. I will go to wherever you are, wherever you are. That's where I'll be. Off. Wherever you are, that's where I'll be. Off. Okay, nice and easy at the end there. Right, okay, that's the tenors, that's the easy bit. Good. Yes. Okay, so let's do the altos next. These are, I think, the same notes you had at the beginning. If you remember last week's rehearsal, 3 weeks ago's rehearsal. And if you don't remember it, then why haven't you been studying it intensively on YouTube and memorizing every single off-the-cuff quip I made? Okay, so altos, bottom of page 10, goes like this. Off. 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 And. Off. Okay, really simple, just 2 notes. It's one more than the alto, the sopranos get. It's because I trust you twice as much as I trust the sopranos, or trust the sopranos half as much as I trust you. Okay, let's do that altos all together from the bottom of page 10. Those of you who are counting, if there's only one note in the bar, it's 4 beats. If it's tight, so for example, the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the note with it tied over is 6 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, off. Probably just easier, again, when we're back together, it'll be easier just to keep an eye on me and let me bring you off. Okay, here we go, altos. Bottom of page 10. 2, 3, 4. Off. And. Off. Off. And. Off. Okay. One more time, altos. I'm going to play in the tenor part. Tenors, if you want to sing along, that's fine. But I'm not going to sing the tenor part, but I'll play it. Altos, you'll hear your part. Here we go. So tenors after 3, altos after 4. Everyone, breathe. 2, 3, 4. Off. tenors, altos. 2, 3, 4, off. Okay. Having fun, I hope that's working. Okay, sopranos. You have the same rhythm as the altos and just one note. So it goes like, I'm gonna sing it for you. Here it is, bottom of page 10, sopranos, you go like this. Just the one note and just stay on it. Tricky with individual notes, as I said before, don't just think it sits there, it's got to feel like it's rising, and it's got to feel, you've got to sing it like it's the most exciting note in the world, because otherwise you just look, ooh, ooh, ooh. Really concentrate on engaging the diaphragm, on mouth shape, on the performance of the note. Ooh, which is stuff we can't do when we're singing more notes and words and dynamics and stuff. Okay, let's try everybody all together, that little section from the bottom of page 10. When the world, so tenors start with when the world, and sopranos start here, ah, altos start here, ah. Here we go.